Guys, what can I say? It was a great fight. I have a question. Why on earth did Charles Oliveira pull guard? He gets Benil Dariush. For those of you who didn't see the fight, spoiler alert, he gets Benil Dariush up against the fence. He locks up the underhooks and he sits to guard, which in modern day MMA is kind of crazy. And Dariush spends the majority of the round on top. In my opinion, he didn't establish enough ground and pound. He was struggling for control. In my opinion, it was a fantastic opportunity for Dariush to take over. It was such a crazy game plan, but it worked. Why pull guard under a guy who's very good on top, who's very good on the ground, who's a skilled grappler? Why pull guard on Dariush? If he told me, if I was his trainer, he's like, oh, look, I'm going to grab onto him, put him against the fence and pull guard. I'd be like, no, you're not going to pull guard. That's insane. Now, nothing really happened because Dariush didn't unleash the fury, but there are some guys. I'm thinking, look, if he's going to fight Makhachev, I know he did a great performance. He got up. Okay, those of you who didn't see it, he gets up from under Dariush, and he goes into a flurry of strikes, tags Dariush. Dariush shoots. He sprawls, spins, does a go behind, basic stuff. Starts hitting Dariush, hammering him with shots, and the referee stops it. Dariush kind of yields, goes to his back, and the hammer fists were too much, and the referee stops it. But I'm thinking, okay, great performance. Another brilliant Charles Oliveira fight. However, if he tries that with Islam Makhachev, I don't think that's going to work. Makhachev is not going to just let him. I think, look, Dariush is such a great grappler. But being a great grappler doesn't mean you're great at control. Like, I love jiu-jitsu that's emphasizes control. Like, I have an absolute love for the style of jiu-jitsu. Dariush is a great grappler, but he should have kept Oliveira on his back the whole time. He should have punished him with pressure. He should have crushed him with ground and pound. I think those are all the things that Islam Makhachev can do. Now, there's not a lot to dissect in the fight. It was one round, but a lot of it was just Dariush on top, kind of like struggling for control, but not hammering, not pressuring, not putting any pain on Oliveira. Oliveira gets up fresh as a daisy, throws a nice combination head kick. He threw it early in the fight, backed up Dariush, grabbed Dariush, pulled guard, got back up after a few minutes of being on his back, didn't get hurt, and threw the same combo again. Right kick, right punch, right kick. This time he tags Dariush, he backs him up, gets Dariush stunned. He stuns Dariush. Dariush shoots a bad shot, shoots a high crotch. I'm surprised he didn't get guillotine. Oliveira's got a vicious guillotine. But it shows me, though, that fight shows me that maybe Oliveira has not changed course in terms of beating a Makhachev. If he's going to fight Makhachev again, I think he's just doing what he's always done, and I fear that that's not going to be enough against a Makhachev. With that said, guys, I'm opening up comments and questions on the fight. Give me your comments. Am I crazy? Do you guys think that do you think that Oliveira can beat Makhachev? I'm thinking no. After what I saw, I think he's a great performer. He's one of the most famous. I think he has the most wins in UFC history now, or most finishes, I should say. Not most wins, most finishes, from what I understand. I'm not sure, but he's got the most something. I think he's got, let me see. Most finishes. I think it's most finishes. Let me see here. Charles Oliveira, 20. Oliveira appeared in 28 UFC bouts and won 20 of them. Of those 20 wins, he finished 18 of them. Tops Donald Cerrone. Donald Cerrone had 16 and Anderson Silva 14. Okay, so most finishes belongs to Oliveira. That's an incredible accomplishment. He's the most offensive fighter. I'll give it to him. He's the most offensive fighter in UFC history, possibly. Okay. But that doesn't beat Makhachev.